I got to work at 6 a.m., pretty uneventful New Year's Eve day, expecting it to probably be one of the slower days.
It was Sunday morning, and honestly, the holidays are kind of a fun time to come in and hang out with the staff because there's not a lot going on usually. Probably 10 minutes after I got here is when we got the first notification that there was something going on, and it didn't sound good.
I remember hearing in the hallways a little murmur of employees saying something about MCI is coming in, and then I confirmed with the unit secretary and said, do we have something going on? And she said, yeah, the ambulances just asked how many rooms we have available.
What happened on December 31st? The times between 5:35 and 5:57, the deputies were developing a plan to provide some medical aid and some mental health aid to this citizen.
We're here because we want to make sure you're okay. Just...
He's going through a manic episode.
I got a call from my officer early in the morning saying that there's a mass casualty going on right now.
I knew when we got the call that was probably the real deal.
At the time, we weren't sure if it was multiple shooters, if they'd even had an opportunity to set up a full perimeter, if anyone had escaped. When they showed up, there's police and there's security, and they were like, what is going on?
To have that happen here, although we always hope that it doesn't happen.
Skyridge Medical Center sees a lot of value in preparation and emergency preparation, and our administration puts a lot of value and effort and time and energy into that.
I was involved in the initial planning phases of a mass casualty incident planning event, which was a multi-agency approach to mass casualty response and emergency response in the South Metro area of Denver.
You can't book learn how to do a mass casualty event where all of a sudden you have 50 people showing up at your door.
At 5:57, this is what took place. When the suspect fired the first round at us, it became a suspect call. It became a crime. And at that point, Deputy Zach Parrish was shot and fell in a doorway. Taylor went out a window head first. And Mike and Jeff were also hit immediately, and they went out the front door. They made an attempt to get back in, but the volley of gunfire was too much.
Where you hit? Where you hit?
They started to render aid to each other.
Where you at? In the chest. Okay. Open it, open it. I bleeded.
And we called in additional resources.
Where in the chest? Where in the chest? Right here.
You know, when we started getting our first patients, you can really see the ER charge. They're taking control of the situation, and they're saying, we need this, we need that. Security's getting wheelchairs. EVS is making sure that all the rooms are clean.
So we were able to initiate all the things that we had learned during our MCI training and drills in the months prior and apply them to a real-world incident.
I'm very proud of the officers, men and women who were on that call that night. They did exactly what they were trained to do.
We didn't get nearly as many patients as we thought we were going to get because law enforcement did a phenomenal job in containing the situation and ending the situation as rapidly as they did.
It's sad and tragic and difficult as a community to have that happen to people that care for us and spend their days protecting us.
On December 31st, we lost a deputy sheriff. His wife lost a husband. His children lost a father.
I've never seen a community come together as much as they did through this whole process. I think they've healed by coming together and by supporting one another.
It was
calming to know that we could respond to this kind of incident. And so when it happened, it wasn't a question of could we respond, it was we're ready to go. Let's put into place everything that we had prepared for and everything that we had built and changed and improved on. We knew that those things could be implemented pretty much instantly because these incidents happen so fast.
That training was really beneficial to when we did actually have an MCI December 31st.
And so everybody was just bringing ideas and working so well and collaboratively together. It was actually pretty awesome to witness and made me very proud of my team and how they responded.
You know, we're kind of all like a family, you know. We work together and we work together well, and it is nice to be appreciated for what we do, and we're glad to help in any way we can.
That was an incredible piece of recognition. You know, it was very heartwarming to know that we had made a difference.
You know, the culture here is one of collaboration and teamwork, and it's a great example of an entire facility coming together to support much needed training to respond to events such as the one that occurred.
You know, our HCA's motto is that above all else, we're committed to the care and improvement of human life, and we take that very seriously.
And to all those who put their lives in danger, your heroism and your honor will never be forgotten.